guys, it's Miss Bowling. We're going to be working on 8.1 today. You can find that on page 260 and 261 of your math book. It's also going to be page 92 in your workbook. We're talking about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and inch using a ruler. So you were sent home Monday with a ruler available for you. This is basically just going to be teaching you how to use your ruler and how you should be differentiating between 1 full inch and something in the middle. So if you look at your ruler really closely, you can see that right here is where the inch starts, and right at that 1 is 1 full inch. Now you're going to notice that right here, right at that H of an inch, you have a long line, and then right here you have a long line. This one right here at the H is going to be your 1/4 inch, and it's going to look like that. 1/4 to see it bigger. And then you've got your other one right here, right in the middle, which knowing division, you guys should know that that is going to be your 1/2 inch. So it's going to be 1-2, or for bigger reference. So I'm going to show you how to measure out a few different items, and you can see the measurements of each of those. We have a blue crayon here. We're going to start right at that line, basically where a 0 would be. We're going to line it up pretty perfectly with the ruler. And if you see really closely, it stops right here. So if you see, we have 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and then we have that line right in the middle that I had just said was a 1/2. So the full measurement for that one would be 3 1/2 inches, or to lessen this spelling, it would be 3 1/2 in with a period. Now, to give you a different measurement, let's measure out one of my dry erase markers. So we're going to line it up perfectly, and we're going to see where it stands. And again, we're a little bit over right here. So we're at that 3rd line, which if we knew this was 1/4 and this is a 1/2, this should be 3/4. So the whole measurement for this one would equal 5 3/4. Now, if you're looking at your workbook, over here you can see how it's breaking down each of the measurements. It says 1 1/4, a 1/2, 3/4, and then a whole. And then 1/4, a 1/2, 3/4, and then 2 holes. As you're going on, that's how it is measured. Their crayon measures exactly at 3 1/2 inches, where their eraser measures at 1 1/4 inches long. So you guys aren't going to do this workbook page because you're going to just solely work on what you've got in your workbook on page 92. But if you were to draw, let's look at number 6. If you were to draw 3 3/4 inches, you would take your ruler, just like I have been using, and you would take your pencil. I'm going to use a marker because I'm on my half moon table, and you would basically, just draw from that 0 marker all the way to 3. Okay, we just got to a 1/4. We're going to draw to a 1/2, and then we're going to draw to that last line, and that is going to be 3 3/4.